So President Biden is doing it again. He is now threatening U.S. citizens, and cities are warning that they're at their breaking points simply because of this influx of illegal immigrants. Now, I'm going to break down what's happening right now. I want to also show you what 59 Democrats are voting on and what some Republicans say is something that we have to do. This is a major, major issue, but this could be the next big thing that happens for us here in the United States. And I want to break this down because, again, cities are pushing and forcing Congress and the Biden administration to do something and do it immediately. So let me break down what's going on in just a moment. All I'm asking is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So here's the crazy thing that is happening right now. Many governors are saying that they can't withstand the amount of people coming into their cities. And as a result, they want to start deporting illegal immigrants who are breaking the law. And these are not big laws like taking somebody's life. These are something that's also very simple. Something as simple as, well, you get a traffic violation, but yet you don't have a license. Something as simple as that, and you're gone. But look at this. 59 Democrats vote with Republicans, passing a bill to deport illegal immigrants who committed DUIs. It says 150 Democrats voted against the bill, but 59 voted for it. This actually happened about 11 days ago, almost 2 weeks ago. Here's the thing. Many governors and mayors, they're looking for ways that they can deport migrants without making it seem like they don't want them in their city. And some of the things that they are considering are very interesting. For instance, if you get busted for a DUI, well, you can be deported. If you get a traffic violation, but yet you don't have a license, you can be deported. Okay? And some have come out with some ridiculous things like, well, you're late on paying rent, you can be deported. Okay? Now, again, I think some of those are really out of the question, but this brings up the next question. Are they willing to do this? Well, according to many governors, the answer is yes, because those states are at their breaking point. They cannot allow more people into their city or their state because they don't have the resources. I want to show you this. Okay? Look at this. It says migrants in Chicago are on edge as evictions from temporary shelters loom. It says more than 13,000 people are under pressure to find homes and work before they are mass evicted from city-operated shelters. That is something that we are going to see very soon. And it has to happen because these shelters are actually over capacity. According to a few reports I was reading just this morning, that shelters are actually putting more than double the amount of people into some of these shelters. So now fire departments are a little concerned because they are at max capacity. They're over max capacity, more than double what they can legally hold in that shelter. But guess what? They say we can't turn them away. We cannot turn these people away because they will be sitting out in the cold. Or they'll have to go and sit in a bus that we keep outside the shelter, which runs 24 hours a day. Yeah, that's what we're facing. But look at this. Okay, look at this right here. A Democratic mayor from Denver is warning his sanctuary city is nearing breaking point against housing migrants. Okay, it says Biden has resorted to threatening the American people with an even worse border crisis, according to Texas Rep. Austin Pfluger. President Biden, he has been threatening the American people for some time. I remember talking about this early on in the summer, where President Biden was threatening the American people by telling us if we didn't get our lawmakers to vote and pass a bill that provided additional funding to Ukraine, well, we better suit up because we're about to go to war with Russia. President Biden's been threatening us for quite a while. But here's the thing. Major cities are now saying they can't withstand any more migrants coming into their city. They just can't do it. And I want to show you this chart. I've shown you this before. actually a map. I want to show it to you again because this map right here is very telling of which cities are going to feel these effects. Okay, look at this. This is a map of sanctuary cities. In yellow, these are counties that are sanctuary counties. In red, it's the city. And in green, it's the state. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Look at the cities. Again, the cities are in red. Okay, so we'll come right here. Okay, so here's one right here, Marysville, Washington. Guess what? Seattle, Washington. Over here in Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. Right there next to it, Springfield, Oregon. I'll zoom out. Okay, those aren't really major cities, Eugene and Springfield, but Seattle is a major city. Let's come down here. Here we go. Berkeley. Right next to it, if I can click it, San Francisco. We also got Fremont and Watsonville. Again, not major cities, but San Francisco is. Tulare, and where we got here, Santa Ana. Okay, right here we got Denver. Okay, or Aurora, Colorado. Denver, Colorado. Denver County is right there. So what you need to keep in mind is that we are going to be facing a massive crisis all over the United States because now city mayors and state governors are telling us that, well, we can't have all these sanctuary cities. The idea, the premise behind it made sense in the beginning. But now that we're seeing all these people coming into our cities and saying, hey, well, you guys said we're welcome. Well, now the governors and the mayors are saying, well, you are welcome. You're welcome to be in our city, but, well, we have an issue. We have too many people in our shelters. So you'll have to just wait because, well, your time will come. Once these people get out and hopefully they find a house and a job and all this stuff, then you can just walk right in. But in the meantime, you have to sit outside in the cold. Well, that's part of the issue. Major cities are saying that they've reached their breaking point months ago. But they've been asking the Biden administration for additional funding to help them out, more resources. And the Biden administration says, it's coming. The Biden administration says it's coming. And if they say it's coming, well, it's coming eventually. But right now, here's the problem. They have to wait. Because the Biden administration is currently working on an executive action that would allow them to send either additional funding to those states, but most likely, all it's going to do is slow down illegal immigrants from coming into the U.S. It's going to do nothing for those cities. This is why experts are saying that even though there's executive action on the table, it's not going to help those cities unless they are serious about deporting. Not just dozens or hundreds. We would have to deport tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of illegal immigrants that are currently in the United States. They would have to leave the country in order for us to have enough resources for what we currently have. Now, all I can tell you right now is don't keep your hopes up. Okay? Please don't keep your hopes up on this. Because this is something that is going to be, according to reports, a Band-Aid at best. It's going to fix a few little issues. It's going to make things look like they're going to get better. But in the end, everything will be exactly the same. So just understand. President Biden threatening U.S. citizens isn't anything new. But what is new is this executive action. But here's the problem. We go back to the same old thing. The problem will still remain the same. It will just look like it's getting better. So again, we'll go back to playing these political games. So we'll see what happens moving forward. All I can tell you is I'll be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. That is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing. I'll see you guys on the next one.